Hey guys, how's it going? Melissa Miller, aka MelissaBackwoods here, and right now I am in Tennessee. This setup looks a little bit different because I'm actually at an Airbnb right now and the audio is a little echoey, so I do apologize, but I am pumped because I still am able to throw a long form video at you today, and it is about a knife that I am super excited about. I'm excited about all the knives, but this one especially is really cool. Today we have the Artisan Cutlery boa knife. Wow, okay, I'm stoked about this thing. The second I opened it up in the mail, I had to text Russ, the US rep for Artisan. I was like, Russ, this design is so sick. We're gonna get into it. They sent me not one, not two, but they actually sent me 4 colorways because there will be 4 colorways of this knife available. It's right now in its Kickstarter campaign phase, but we're going to talk all about the details and it'll hopefully help you make the decision whether or not you want to get one of these bad boys. Artisan Cutlery is still pretty new in the knife world. They came around in 2018 and I remember holding their knives for the first time at a blade show and just being really impressed. And it's like every year they've upped their game more and more, and they've really been making a name for themselves. Their designs are some of my favorite, like what I like to call fidget knives. I'm a very fidgety person, and this one goes right hand in hand with that. Okay, let's get up close and personal with this knife. Little overview, this was designed by Jonathan Shaw of Triple Stripe Knives. Jonathan is only 17 years old. I don't know what I was doing when I was 17 years old, but I would not have been able to design a knife like this. But it really is a testament to his experience and life growing up in the knife industry. So first off, we have this colorway right here. This is the tactical type blackout version. This is the Tacti boa. So we have black titanium along with carbon fiber inlays. Then we have the rustic boa right here. Now this one has your micarta inlays and on the titanium handle. These are all S35 VN steel. This is going to be your stippled version. We have a titanium handle, S35 VN blade. And lastly, we have this fancy boy. This is a full mirror polish on a S35 VN in titanium Damascus. It's pretty. So all the blades are made with the S35 VN steel, great steel for edge toughness, corrosion resistance, just an all-around super steel. Okay, blade length is listed at 3.12 inches, looks about right. And then we have the overall length here of 7.2, so a reasonable size, more on your compact EDC size. Okay, when we're looking about blade thickness, we're at 0.129, so about 0.13. It's a sturdy blade. We got some thickness behind that edge. Okay, weigh-in time. Okay, our micarta is coming in at 3.1. Carbon fiber Tacti boa is coming in at 3.1. Stippled boa, the titanium handle, is coming at 3.3. Lastly, this is going to be a heavy one. Oh, not too bad. It's 3.5 for our polished titanium Damascus one. So on our pivot points and screws, we do have T8 hardware along with on our pocket clip, which is nice. It's all the same. You're not going to have to be changing your bits in and out to disassemble for cleaning. It's great. I like it when they make everything the same size. Okay, let's see how centered it is. Yes, it's very nice and centered. All of the models right here, you can see they are all centered. Now I'm excited to use my new flashlight. This Aquama. I'll link this guy in the description. You can see right here we have a lock bar insert. It's going to help the blade steel from corroding, if you will, into that titanium handle, and it just makes overall maintenance on the knife easier. So now this shape right here is what we call a harpoon-shaped blade. Now it's got all the benefits of your drop point, which is a great blade shape for your EDC task, but we have this added little machined out part which you can actually utilize as a thumb ramp, and that feels really comfortable. I do kind of wish that they would have just machined down this. There's like a little type rise right there. That would have been cool if they could have just machined that down a little bit to make it more smooth. But this feels great, and that's going to give you added control for cutting, you know, all your good EDC tasks. And it looks really good on this design. Now, do we have a reversible pocket clip to make it ambidextrous? Unfortunately, we don't. That makes me sad because I'm left-handed. However, I'm thinking this is going to become a very popular model for Artisan, and hopefully they'll start to produce some of these in left-handed styles. Okay, next we're going to talk fidget factor and the action of the knife. Fidget factor, guys, I'm gonna have to give this I have to give it a 9 out of 10, which does not come by lightly. This thing is so fun to open and close, really easy to do with one hand. Now, let me tell you what's so special about this model, for me at least. We have our front flipper tab, okay? Now, that feels so darn good. I kind of suck at front flipping. I have kind of short, stubby little fingers, and it's hard for me to get the leverage I need when I'm front flipping a knife, but this just feels so intuitive for front flipping, and I'm not trying really hard to get my thumb over it like I am with a lot of front flippers. This just feels great. That being said, let's talk about this cutout right here. Okay, check out this cutout right here. It's a nice long one, and it really goes along a good portion of the blade, so that makes reverse flicking this super fun. Okay, so we can get our middle finger in there. Heck, we can do our index finger. No, we can even do our ring finger. Heck, let's try. But we can, oh, there we go. We can even do our pinky if we practice. There we go. If you want to get weird and just, no, there we go. Let's do the thumb. It's you can like literally do every finger quite easily, and with practice, you'll be using every finger in no time. Okay, enough on that. Lastly, for our opening option, we have these thumb studs right here. They're kind of pokey little guys. I probably would have rated this a 9.5 fidget factor had it not been so harsh feeling. They're just a little pokey. See those? I wish they were a little bit rounded out. Now, we've been looking at enough to see that aesthetically this is a beautiful knife. I really appreciate the overall line and flow of the blade. This harpoon shape looks badass. It looks great on this. I think harpoon shapes, when done correctly, can look amazing. A lot of times I see them on knives that are just, it can look gaudy, but I think it really works well on this blade. We got kind of, you know, with the line and flow, it all goes so well together. We have like this kind of down turn on the handle, and it makes it a beautiful looking overall shape of the blade. I really would call this like a modern EDC type blade that got just a beautiful overall aesthetic. The machining along the blade is great. Actually, I want to show you the backspacer on this. I really think that is really cool. A way to do some branding without it looking gaudy. Everything's very well done. Even the pocket clip has a cool little uniqueness to it. These inlays are just fit tight to the frame, and they're just flushed really well along that titanium handle. Okay, we're gonna do pocket check time. This is what it looks like in the pocket right here. Looks really cool. I actually can push this in just a little bit. And this pocket clip is definitely on the deeper side. The retention on that pocket clip feels really good. Coming out, it doesn't feel like it's getting stuck on the seam of the pant. And for you lanyard folk, we do have a lanyard hole. We have a lanyard pin on all of the models. Oh, another thing aesthetically, I do just want you to take note on the nice little contouring that we have on the handle. So, you know, if you want to place your fingers in a certain way on the knife, I mean, there you go. The machining is great. We do have some nice chamfering going, smooth edges. There's no hot points on this. Nothing that feels uncomfortable when I'm gripping it tight. Very, very comfortable feeling blade. I have medium female hands, so it's given you know plenty of room for people with larger hands. Let's talk factory edge and sharpness. I mean, It comes sharp, okay? I ran a sharpness test on all 4 blades, and here are the average numbers. This one was the sharpest, averaging at 221, which is sharp. It's not like razor sharp, as I've had some artisans that have just been so sharp coming in from the factory. But we do have a beefier width to the blade and a little bit more thickness behind that edge. So it's sharp for what it is. 221 is still sharp for a blade, and it is made with that S35 VN. So hopefully you'll be able to use it quite a bit before having to resharpen it. Okay, let's talk about pricing. So for pricing, if you want any of these 3 models, right now they are $199 for the Kickstarter price. And after that Kickstarter, they're going to go up to $284. And I think that's reasonable. They're made with one of the best steels in the market. They are all titanium on the handle. The amount of detail that's gone into these blades, the amount of machining, the fit and finish, overall feel. I think spending $199 on this, in my opinion, it's very reasonable. They're going to go up to $284 after the Kickstarter. So if you're eyeballing this, I mean, this is probably the cheapest you're going to be able to purchase them is right now. And as for this one, the Kickstarter price on this is going to be $699, so about $700. And it will go up after the Kickstarter date to $999. This is not a cheap knife to make. So if you want to invest a little bit more and get more of a collector's piece, this is your full dressed version of the boa. I would love to see them produce this in a more budget-friendly line. And fingers are crossed that they're gonna do that. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been a blast talking about this new model. Like I said, I'll put the link to the Kickstarter in the description. You know, there's a limited time to where you can get these at a more affordable price point. So get in there and click it if you want. Thank you so much to Artisan Cutlery for sending these for me to check out and show you guys. And you know, like I said, hopefully we'll be having some more long form content come up in the future when I get a little bit more time. I got some things planned for the new year that I'm really excited about on this channel. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week or weekend.